Time for hero status here for Whitney.
Perota.
done. Jack Whitney's just won the CV Whitney Cup. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the USPA Polo Network. We are getting ready for the semifinals of the CV Whitney Cup 2023 edition, and we're going to see Park Place take on Valiente. I'm Toby Wayman, joined with me as always, Cody Offen. Cody, so good to be with you, my friend.
Thank you, Toby. Really fired up for this first semifinal. Two heavyweight contenders here. Park Place, they've been one of the top dogs in the past few seasons, and of course, Valiente back in the fold. They've been out of the mix for a while, but they're back and looking better than ever.
Back since Seattle. So let's, we've got this two-time defending champions of the CV Whitney Cup led by Ilario Ulloa, 10-goal superstar there for Park Place. Let's check out how they made it to the semifinals. I tell you what, Ulloa, he is a superstar, scoring 10 goals in their game against Dudacorp, and then also they were able to beat Tamara to get here to the semifinal. But Valiente making their comeback here. Cody, tell us a little bit more about Valiente.
Again, returning to the high goal at MPC for the first time since 2018. We last saw them in the U.S. Open. That final, Toby, I know one of your favorite games of all time, a defeat to Daily Racing Form. And that was a team with Adolfo Cambiaso and Facundo Perez. And that was their only loss of the entire season. So again, this year, we have a bit of a reunited of Adolfo Cambiaso and Peque Gonzalez. Adolfo, unfortunately, isn't playing today. We'll get to that in a moment, Toby. But, Peque back, of course, played with Adolfo and Peroto Cambiaso with the Scone team. And they've added Luquitas Criado to the mix here. And, of course, Peque has been playing with Luquitas in the 16 goals, so a lot of chemistry with this Valiente team. And, two decisive victories against La Alina and Aspen to get to this point. Why don't we take a look?
Yeah. Well, we've got our players on the field right now. While we're waiting for both teams to get the instructions, the final instructions from our mounted officials, let's go ahead and let's introduce our two teams here. So we're going to start off with, let's see, Park Place. Andre Bourdin playing number 1 position today. Juan Britos in that number 2 slot. Also Ilario Ulloa, 10-goal superstar there, number 3. Number 4 today is Jason Waits, a.k.a. Jamaica. And Juan Britos and Ilario Ulloa have been the mainstay of this Park Place team for a few years now. And they've done a great job. They had Cody Ellis with them last year, and then Andre Bourdin, obviously. But, yeah, two-time defending champions here. Or not defending, but they two-time champions of the CV Whitney Cup. And now for Valiente, we've got Bob Jornavas playing number 1. Peque Gonzalez playing number 2 today. Number 3, Lucas Criado Jr. And then we've got Heta Castagnola playing for Adolfo Cambiaso. He had a family emergency and was not able to play today. He had to fly back to Argentina. But we wish him well and hope everything works out fine for him. So that is our two teams here. Our mounted officials today are going to be Julian Appleby and Gaston Lucero. Jamie Mercatani is going to be our third man. And our PBO today is going to be Steve Dalton. So that's our two officiating crews. And one thing I have to say, what I like about this is these jerseys, we're not going to be difficult to tell them apart.
Always like that Park Place yellow.
Yes, sir.
Really stands out, and definitely going to be a bit of a, more of a difficult game for Valiente than maybe we expected. Obviously, Heta Castagnola, one of the top superstars in the game, but, there's that, the issue of chemistry. We'll see how he works with these two young players. I have a feeling they're going to play quite well together, but maybe, Park Place might have a slight advantage now going into this game without Adolfo Cambiaso on the field. Again, we'll have to wait and see because it's still a very good team, and I think Heta Castagnola on a lot of Adolfo's horses is going to be a force today.
Well, if you think about it, if you're going to have somebody replace one of your teammates, Heta's probably the top pick in the world here. So, absolutely, and we know that he's one of those players that can get on any horse and play his full abilities. But on top of Adolfo Cambiaso's horses, I think it's going to be even that much better. I think if anything, Valiente might. They might not, I shouldn't say struggle, but they might take a chuck or two to feel each other out, considering, this just happened last night that Adolfo was called away. So they didn't have a chance to practice at all. But, Heta is his nephew, so I'm sure he knows all the horses just as well as anybody could. And then, you've got, like we talked about earlier, the chemistry between Peke and Lucas Criado Jr. They're playing with Iconica in the Wellington Polo Tour. And they've won the first two tournaments, so they're guaranteed a spot in the finals for the Super Series, the 16-goal Super Series. But here we go. Let's watch this one, see how it goes. This should be a lot of fun. Balls in play, game's underway. Heta's going to win this first throw-in of the game. Coming back now, Ulloa is going to jump on that ball. Alario, he's going to go ahead and take it back to the right. Alario sends a pass back down. Jason Waits is out in front. He's got to step on everybody. Jason coming in. Here comes Jamaica, taking this ball back from right to left, right down the center here. Did he overhit it? He's going to hit a little open back shot. Look at that. What a goal. Jason Waits. Que jugador. What a beautiful play there to pick up the first point of the game.
Great job there by Waits. Hits the approach shot a little off to the left here. Toby gets back to it. Open back shot for the goal. Britos probably could have got a mallet on that, but he let his teammate have the glory. Exactly. What a back shot there from Jason Waits. Nice to see him get the confidence rolling early here as well.
I agree. And, that's one of my favorite plays when I was playing right there was that little open back shot, because all you're doing right there is the momentum of the ball is carrying it over the back line. You're just moving the ball from left to right, drop it down in front of the goal mouth, and then it rolls, and then the momentum carries it on through. It's a beautiful play. Now it looks like we're going to get our first whistle here. It looks like we're going to get a reaching call going against Heta Castagnola.
And let's see, they might be moving this down to a goal shot penalty number 4 as well. So Heta gets nabbed early here with the reach. You can see there. Good job by Hilario pushing for that foul. Heta, little shrug of the shoulder, but he's going to get caught. Penalty 4, Park Place. A chance here to go. Oh, that looks like more like a 3 to me.
They changed it to a 3. I take that back. Yep.
Wow.
Got some bad information there for a second. Penalty 3. 40-yard undefended shot on goal. Make it or miss it. Park Place is going to get one swing at the ball. And this is arguably one of the most difficult shots in the game. We've been seeing players miss these penalty 3s here. I don't know what it is about that extra 10 yards, but it's one of those things, if you got it's just you and the ball. And if you miss it, you got nobody to blame but yourself. Here comes Ulloa. Horse not giving him a whole lot of help right there, but he's going to be fine. Send it straight on through, and look at this. We got a 2-0 score here, or should I say 2-1 score, because we do have that one goal on handicap, because Heta is 9 and Adolfo is 10. So 2-1 is the score right now.
Nicely converted there by Ulloa. And to piggyback onto your comment, I like to see the 10-goalers stepping up and hitting the open goal penalty. Oftentimes you'll see them rely on the other guys, because you never want to be the one to miss those open goal penalties.
That's true. Until the end of the game, when the game's on the line, winners want the ball, and that's when the 10-goalers will always step up and be, okay, yep, I'm going to take it. Here we go. Ball's put back into play. Let's see who's going to get to it now. It's going to be Jason with a near side back shot through the pack. First one to read the play. It looks like it's going to be Criado. He's going to hit a tail shot back over there looking for Peke. One thing that we've seen Peke do in this on this team, and then also in that Wellington Polo Tour is he's so good going forward. He just pulls the team. He's always on the attack. Right now, though, it's going to be Ulloa. He's pumping, taking this ball back from left to right, trying to blow the doors off of everybody. Did he get a whistle right here? Doesn't look like it. And it's going to be taken now by Castagnola. Oh, Peke overrides. Bob comes in, stolen back by Ulloa, then restolen again by Castagnola. Turns this one back around, looking for a pick there from Peke. He's just so quick. Those horses are so awesome. He jumps out back to the right, doesn't even need the pick. He just gets away from everybody. Now, Castagnola avoids the hook right here. He slaps that ball back towards the goal, coming in for the defense. It's going to be Andre Borodin. Doesn't quite connect the way he wants. And here comes Jason Waits with a big tail shot back over for Ulloa. Alario comes in, but Peke takes it forward. I think that's a good play there by Peke. He takes that ball. He saw Ulloa shut down for just a second, but they like to say, I always like to say, if there's a razor thin line between a high goal play and a foul. And that was a perfect illustration of a high goal play. And look at this, Jason, what a read right here. He gets on a straight breakaway, the quick back shot. Jason turns, picks up the play, going to the goal, takes his time. He's still got this one in the red zone, looking good. Gonna make it count right here. Yes, he does. Well done, Jason. His second goal of the game. Wow. And it is all Park Place here in this first chukker.
You may recognize that gray mare, Toby Serena, one of the Park Place mares played by Cody Ellis last year, Macapola the year before, and Jason Waits having a great start to this game. It's going to change right now quickly, but quick 3 goals for Park Place, sort of as we were expecting. Maybe Valiente a little flat-footed to start this game, but I have a feeling they're going to get comfortable pretty quickly here.
Oh, they're going to find their groove. They'll start to rock and roll here soon. I have no doubt of that. Jason comes back after getting off that great gray mare. Yeah, she's one of those team horses there for the third pro, and that's one of the keys to being a high goal operation and to winning, tournaments, is that you have enough horses to be able to help your third pro. And that's one thing that Park Place and Valiente both have. Now, look at this. Castagnola quickly picks it up, and he is gone on a straight break right here, going to the goal. They can't stop him at this point. They can just hope he misses. He's in the red zone. He's not going to miss. He runs it on through. One of the hottest players in the world right now picks up the first point of the day for Valiente and makes the score now 3-2. No, hold on. I take that back. It went wide. He missed it. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know how that happened. It looked like it must have been harder to miss than make in this particular situation, but we get a knock in here for Park Place.
Well, fooled me as well, Toby. I thought that was in.
Yeah. All right, Ulloa off to the right for Britos right here with just enough angle for Britos to get to it and no one else without fear of fouling. Britos drags it forward here. Now he's going to take it back the other direction. He gets away from Criado. Now continues to move the ball back around to the right. Now he goes over, takes that man, takes the ball on the near side. Nicely done right here, Britos. This guy's a polo player all day. He takes it back across. Now looking for a place to go. He's going to wind up and try to hit a pass. Didn't quite connect the way he wants, and Peke's going to come up with the ball. No, I take that back. It's going to be Ulloa coming in out of nowhere to make a near side tail shot there, trying to set up Britos. But here comes Castagnola. Heta. He's got control of the ball. Oh, no way. What a play. Heta does the... I didn't even see that one coming. Neither did Britos. Britos was expecting the turn to the right. He flips it to the left and uses those incredible athletic abilities of that horse to get there. Now he's out in front on a break past midfield right here, coming in. He's going to take it on the near side, working this one back around. Look at this player go right here. He is in the zone. He's going to go ahead, take the hook, keep that ball. Nope, not this time. Ulloa makes a great defensive shot there to get it out of the danger zone. Now, Peke picks the ball back up. Peke takes it back around to the right. He's going to go ahead and shoot from about the 60-yard line, and that's what we like to see right there. Well done, Peke. Instead of messing around and trying to run the ball through the pack of horses, he just hits it from the 60 and drains it.
Well, that time you just had to look at Peke's body language right after he hit that shot. Head down, started riding back to center right away. What a finish right there. And you have to go back to that play by Heta a few moments before that on defense. Might have to start calling that play the Heta. I know it's been done before, but he does it so often with such good effectiveness. And he's so quick. Wow, what a play.
Beautifully done. Okay, ball's back in. Jason trying to get there to make a, well, we're going to get a whistle on the play here. Let's see. It's going to be a foul going against Valiente. Looks like it's going to be a right-of-way violation. Penalty number 4. Although the last one I thought was a 4, they made it 3. So let's see if that is indeed the case here. The information I'm getting right now says penalty 4. Let's watch it one more time.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the foul while we get the official word here. And depending what they call, I mean, it could be a 3 if you think about just the consistency of the calls,
yeah.
but I wouldn't be surprised either way here. It looks like they might be a little further back. I can't see another line in the screen, so penalty 4, 60-yarder here. And going back to penalty shots, listen, Peke and Luquitas Criado, both very, very good penalty shooters. And in the 16 goal, playing with Santos Merlos, he's been taking the majority of the penalties, interestingly enough. So I guess we'll wait and find out here. I believe it will be Luquitas Criado. He's been taking most of the penalties for this Valiente team so far this season. And
he's been fantastic at it too. Yeah,
absolutely.
Same thing this summer, you know, in California. He took a lot of their penalty 4s, and he's just one of those natural penalty 4 takers. He's just great at it. He doesn't get rattled. He's got a beautiful swing. He's going to hit this one. It's going to be up, but it gets away from him, goes over the back line wide to the right. So we'll have another knock in here for the Park Place team. Their second so far here, the Chucker. Let's see, we're down to about 45 seconds-ish on the clock. Here comes Ulloa, hits that ball off to the right-hand side. Oh, I love this little bold-faced chestnut he's on here. Now here comes the shot from Britos back down the middle for the give and go to Ulloa. Ulloa coming in, he's going to take the bump and gets the ball picked up as they separate. He swings, and this is going to be a cut shot from Ulloa back at the goal. Oh, man, just wide over the back line. And it looks like we're going to run out of time. That's probably going to end the first chucker of play here. Yep, we are on field number 4 here at the National Polo Center. The score stands 3-2 with Park Place in the lead. We'll be right back after this quick break here.
Menlo Polo Club, I didn't know how they would welcome me, but this is such a friendly club. And now some of my best friends are from Menlo Polo Club.
You really can't beat the location here at Menlo Polo Club. Being in the Silicon Valley and 40 minutes south of San Francisco, it's one of the best places to play polo in the summertime.
Menlo is like a big family here. People can start here so easily. Always a good time together, you know? You get to know people really well, really fast here. It's awesome.
It's very welcoming and friendly. You got a wonderful city in San Francisco. It's about an hour. You know, people come from the East Bay, they come from the South Bay, and even from the North Bay to play. You know, California's probably got the best weather for polo anywhere in the world.
And polo is a great way to spend a summer afternoon.
Whether you're a new student or you've been playing polo for a long time, Menlo Park is a great place to come and play polo in the summertime.
To just be able to just, you know, jump in your car and come, and in 10 minutes you're ready to go and play and hang out with your family and your kids, it's just priceless. It's a unique place.
I'm Lynn Jason Cobb, and I'm the 3rd generation to be playing polo here. And I'm fortunate enough to also have my daughter playing polo here as a 4th generation player. And are so proud of being able to maintain the Menlo Polo Club.
My daughter's baby shower was here in 2010. She's 9 now. She's starting to play polo. Yeah, I'm really like, I love this place. This is an amazing place.
Just surrounded by horses, you know, that is something unique. Getting the kids to play and hang out, you know, and enjoy. It's a great place.
You can show up first day with no equipment. Fran and Santos will put you on a horse and teach you the basics so you can really start learning the game.
Welcome back, everyone, to the USPA Polo Network. Getting ready to continue this, the first semifinal of the 2023 edition of the CV Whitney Cup. Cody, we've got, tell us a little bit more about this Valiente team.
Well, again, obviously a big hole today without Adolfo Cambiaso. You can see Peke Gonzalez wearing that captain's armband. Normally Adolfo has it on. Of course, Adolfo Cambiaso, pretty unique resume in the gauntlet of polo, Toby. 4-time winner of this tournament, the CV Whitney. He's won the Gold Cup 12 times and the U.S. Open 9 times. Obviously, a bit of a hole, but Heta Castagnola coming in. He's already shown us some brilliance early on in this game.
Definitely doing some great things. And right now, speaking of Heta, here he goes. He's going to take the pass and then hit a huge shot back down the field where he's looking for Peke, who's always up there pushing offensively. And it's a lot of fun to see Peke because he's so deadly going to goal. Right now, it's picked up here by Ilario Ulloa. Ulloa, he comes in, he takes this ball off the boards, moving it down. Remember, it's a little bit hotter than it has been here in South Florida the past weeks. Today, yesterday was a bit hot, not today too. So here comes a shot down the right-hand side where he's going to find Jason, who slips out in front, now takes a shot back up there for Britos. Look at this. Jason playing fantastic today. Britos reaches back and sends it through. This is a power polo play made by Park Place all the way around. Very nicely done here.
Great team goal. What an assist there from Jason Waits and Britos. Such great hand-eye coordination, so strong on the mallet as well. Likely never going to miss an opportunity like that. But again, Ulloa, Waits, great teamwork getting this ball forward to Wano. And just a beautiful finish here. Park Place, they're looking really good here early on in this semifinal.
My hat is off right there to Jason Waits because he timed it just perfectly to move over to receive that pass from Ulloa. Ulloa put it within about maybe an 18-inch pocket where he needed to be able to put it so that Peke couldn't make a play on the ball, and he didn't hit it too far. And Jason went right to the perfect place, picked up that pass, and then hit it over to Britos. Now the ball's back into play. Continuing right here, right now we've got Park Place doubling up Valiente on the scoreboard. Now it's going to be Castagnola to turn this one back around. Is he on? That might be Paloma that he's on right here. That horse that I love so much. That's a daughter of Popular. If this is the horse that I'm thinking of. Here he goes. Still holding that ball. He's going to go ahead and do we see a whistle there? No, we don't, because he put it there. That's a great non-call by our umpires. And Britos is going to take advantage of this play right here. He is on a straight breakaway all the way back to the goal. He looks over his shoulder, sees he's got plenty of time, puts the brakes on at the 40. Oh, no! Open back shot right here from Criado. And now Jason's going to run some interference right here for Ulloa to turn that ball. But Castagnola goes in there, tries to do a little poaching, unable to connect. And now Ilario breaks back to the right of Peke. He's going to go ahead and take off Peke. Hits him. He's got the leg on Ulloa. Ulloa's got the power, though. He shoots at the goal, but puts it wide. So we're going to see our first knock-in of the day awarded to Valiente. 5 minutes on the clock.
Well, Wano can blame me for that miss after talking up his hand-eye coordination. You won't see that very often. Nasty little bounce there in front of goal. Good effort there defensively by Peke Gonzalez. That's one of the things about this Valiente team, especially Peke and Luquitas. They may be a little younger, maybe only 6-goal handicap, but they have absolutely no fear going up against any 10-goal player in the world.
They're two of the hottest players coming up in the game right now, you know. Here comes Castagnola. He picks up this perfect knock-in right here to keep it positive. He is going to go ahead and get some help right there from his teammates. Looks like Criado takes 2 yellow jerseys with him. Heta still with that ball. He's pointing over at Waits. He's like, come here, take this guy. Let me get on a run right here. And there you go. It's going to be Peke trying to lay a pick for him. Now he gets that pick laid, and here comes Heta. He's going to go ahead and fire at the goal. Hits it past Ulloa. Coming in. Horse kicks that ball forward, and it's now going to be Ulloa coming in on the near side. Can't quite connect the way he wants, but Britos is there. Britos cuts that ball back over to Ulloa, but he's got to wait for the umpire to get out of the way. Ilario. Oh, that's just a tough break there for Park Place. Coming back in, looks like we're going to get a whistle here, and it looks like Valiente is going to get caught. Looks like Heta.
Yeah, hand on the head there. Makes me seem like
right away
he made the error. You can see Park Place racing off to get onto some fresh horses as well.
Could have almost been a meeting on the near side there.
Going to be a spot hit as well here for Park Place. Wano getting it teed up, maybe waiting for Gila to come back and take this hit.
Okay. Ilario brings the ball back into play. They've got Jason on the left. They've got Brito starting left and going right. Now here comes the shot over to the left-hand side where it's going to be Heta to be cut off right here by Criado. Luquitas is going to leave that ball. Oh, yeah, look at this. He's on one of those lock horses right now. He comes back in, and he is going to leave this one now. It's Peke to pick up the play. Peke right here with Britos. Britos cuts him off, makes the near side back shot, and are they going to catch him? Yeah, that's a tough break there for Ulloa. Boy, just some terrible luck here for Park Place here in the second chukker.
Would have been a great pass and setup there if Ulloa was able to pick this line up. You can see the line gets changed slightly there by Jernavis, but I don't think Hila kind of came and straight enough onto the line there, still crossing.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a spot hit here, looks like, for Valiente.
Head up. Well, horse kicks that ball. Castagnola. I don't know if you got to watch any of the Argentine Open games this winter, or this past fall, but the semifinals of the Argentine Open was an absolutely amazing game with Heta and Barto together. Heta made an incredible goal in the 7th or 8th chukker. Well, we'll get back to that in a second, because right now it's going to be a shot back towards the back line. It's just straight over the back line, so we'll have a Park Place knock-in. The third so far of the day here for Park Place.
Over 100 yards out there, going for the goal one time. You like to see that from Heta.
Absolutely. All right, Ilario. Taking his time. He brings his ball back into play. Now, Ilario with Heta right there. He's going to go ahead and get away from the man. Coming back in. Here goes Ulloa. He's going to get away from Peke right here. Well done, Ilario. Keeps it alive on the boards. Working it down. Little bounce. Reaches back. Now gets it going. Now he finally gets beat on the play by Criado. Luquitas comes in. Hits that near side. Open back shot to the center. No, it might be down the boards, actually. I take that back. And here comes another back shot there from Jason. Jason, what a pass right here to Ulloa. Ulloa gets it back under control. Ilario checks up. He hits a pass back up there looking for Britos. It's deflected. Coming in, Bob takes a shot at the ball. He couldn't quite connect. Here comes Heta. Wow, what a play. Castagnola takes off running right now. Camilo Castagnola takes this ball now, tapping it in the air, gets it up there where he likes it. Gets it past midfield. He's in between two yellow jerseys. Trying to get them to look over the wrong shoulder. He keeps it going. Now Britos comes in to take a shot at him. He goes back to the man. Now loses the play. It's going to be Criado taking that ball forward. Here's a back shot from Ulloa. Setting up Jason. And Jason takes that one forward. Looks like Heta might, yeah, I tell you what, this is a great play by Heta. Look at this. He's going to go to Jason. Then he sees he's got his man behind him, pick up that right away. He peels off of Jason. Jason's horse is pushing against him, so it kind of sucks back over to the left, and Jason drags the horse back over to the right, but in the process fouls, and this is a really smart heads-up play right here by Heta. Watch this, what I'm talking about right here. See, he pulls out, and then comes back and makes that foul.
And if he stays engaged, he's likely going to be called for pushing the man into the right of way.
Or no whistle.
Or no whistle.
Yeah, it just goes on to, Jason gets the ball. Penalty number 4 going to go in favor of Valiente, giving them a chance to close the gap a little bit here. For Valiente. This is going to be their first goal shot penalty of the day so far. No, I take that back. It's going to be their second goal shot penalty. Heta's going to take this one. Heta winds up, hits this one along the ground. Can he thread the needle? Nope, it's out of there. Jason waits, jumps on that ball. Jason takes off back around. Well done. Jamaica looking good. Representing Aiken, South Carolina here, but that one gets away from him and goes over the boards. So we'll have a possession play given up by Park Place in favor of Valiente. Umpire drops the ball right there. Now Castagnola brings it back into play. He's going to go ahead up, sends that one right there. Ulloa will take it forward on his near side, then back to the offside here. He's looking for some help from Jason. Jason goes in there to lay a pick. Ulloa gets away from Heta momentarily. Now, there you go. Jason gets in there and makes that pick on Castagnola. And now Ulloa is going to hit this one down the right-hand side, down the boards for Britos. Britos out in front, picks this one up. Criado pulls away from him, comes back to him, gets the leg on him, wins the ride-off, and now it's going to be Castagnola here to pick up the ball. He's going to turn it back around to the right. Heta holds that ball. Criado going up to be a target right here. Heta is going to take it to the left, then hit it back to the right where he's looking to find. Well done, Andre. Now, Jason drags it forward, then hits a big tail shot, out of the danger zone there. And Ulloa comes in, goes for that ball on the near side. But we get a whistle here, stopping the clock. I believe the 30-second horn may have sounded. That might end the chukker, but let's make sure here. See if that is indeed the case.
Take a look at the replay here. Peke coming in, asking for a foul, I think, against Andre.
Might have been.
And Andre may be drifting across. From first glance, I thought he was okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a penalty 4 here.
He must have come across. You can see Ulloa was going for the near side play. Andre kind of drifting in front of the Valiente player. So another penalty 4. Their third penalty 4 now, Toby?
I believe so.
Yeah, and they haven't converted one yet here. So it looks like maybe Heta deciding to take over.
Yeah, we had Criado take the first one. Then Heta picked up the second. Now he's going to try again here for the third. Maybe the third time will be a charm for this team. Here we go. Heta winds up. Oh, yeah, right down the middle. Got some curve to it, but it curved after the ball went through the goal mouth. So we've got a 4-3 score on the board. And let's see if we're going to have enough time for another throw in here. Nope, looks like that's going to be chukker. So both teams are going to ride off. They'll get some fresh horses. We'll be back to start the third chukker in just a moment. But streaming now, you can join 8 countries as they battle for international glory in the 4-part docuseries behind the FIP World Polo Championship that features players and equestrian stories, footage from zone playoffs, and behind the scenes of what went into planning this massive tournament. All episodes of the Sport of Horses are now streaming on YouTube at USPA Polo Network. So check that out, and we'll be back. We're going to show you a little clip of that right now.
I think going out there and playing for your country, you want it just that much more.
Playing a World Cup is completely different. You're waiting 3 years for that moment. You have to qualify.
For us, where we come from, it's like a dream come true.
The logistics involved with hosting a tournament like this are immense. I mean, we're talking the numbers of horses, that's 180, and then you have the grooms, the fields, the veterinarians, the coaches, the teams coming from all parts of the world.
Polo is really a sport of horses because at the end of the day, when you have really good players on the field, it is the horses that win the game.
More than ever, the Polo Players Support Group needs your help for the 90 and counting polo players and grooms who suffer a serious injury or illness. Our co-founder Tim Gannon said it best. The Polo Players Support Group helps those who could have so easily been forgotten.
So I encourage you all to support this wonderful organization. It means an awful lot to a lot of people, and it can mean an awful lot to you or somebody you know.
I would like to thank Polo Players Support Group and its supporters for allowing me 2 years to focus on my rehab and helping me bring my horses to Florida to sell them properly.
Come join us.
Welcome back, everyone, to the USPA Polo Network. Getting ready to start the last chukker of the first half here, the first semifinal of the CV Whitney Cup 2023 edition. Right now, we have a 4-3 score on the board with Park Place in the lead. If you're just joining us, I'm Toby Wayman. With me, as always, Cody Offen, and we've got Heta Castagnola taking the place of Adolfo Cambiaso. Adolfo had a family emergency, had to go back to Argentina last night, and we wish him and his family well. But right now, getting back to this one, looks like Heta's on that beautiful gray horse of Adolfo's, and I think I thought that Heta might have played that Sue Ellen clone in the last chucker, but I'm not 100% sure. It sure looked a lot like her. But right now, here comes Heta. He's going to win this first throw in. Castagnola now takes off back to the right. Castagnola right here. He's got Ulloa waiting for him. Hits a short pass over to Peque. Peque Gonzalez working back from right to left. He's trying to get away from Jason. Jason's staying right there with him. Now he gets hit by Ulloa. Ulloa makes the hook, but here comes the pickup right here by Criado. Lucas turns this one, goes to back to the inside here. Loses that play to Jason. Jason meets it. Now it's going to be taken by Britos, then Jason. Now the shot at goal from Criado. He pounds it at the goal, but it goes wide over the back line. So we'll have a knock in here for Park Place.
And relative success on these knock-ins, as per usual with Park Place. At least, you know, that first outlet pass, Ulloa is so good at finding Britos, and then he likes to take off down the field.
I mean, it's the classic, perfectly executed knock-in that we see a lot from these guys. You're right about that. Right now, he doesn't like where Britos is at, so he's going to go ahead and keep it to himself and break back to the right here and try to use horsepower to get away from Castagnola. He's got it done right now. He's going to turn this one positive right here by getting past midfield without the team making a back shot or taking control of the ball. He's going to hit this one back towards the goal from right to left. It's going close. Look at this. Brito's going to get there. Takes the man wide. Doesn't quite connect. Here's a quick back shot. Jason's going to get there. Jason going to turn this ball. Castagnola keeps an eye on. Well done, Jason. Now he's going to let Ulloa have that one. Ulloa takes off back around to the outside here. He's going to go near side. Next shot. Oh, reverse style. But it's over the back line wide, so we'll have another knock-in. Only the second, though, so far here today for Valiente.
Too much angle on the near side neck shot. Almost more difficult to put it over there than in for the goal. That would have been a heck of a play. He came and took the handoff from Jason Waits, put it through Jason's horse's legs to pick it up. Used to seeing that kind of magic from Hilario Ulloa.
Here comes Castagnola. Uh-oh, look at this. Not where he wanted to put that one. Broken knock in here. Brito's going to try to make him pay for it. He drags it back to the left to get Criado looking over the wrong shoulder. Then he breaks back to the right, reaches back, but Heta will fix the broken knock in right here and take off running. He continues to move the ball to the left. That's going to give his his teammate a chance to go get the ball. And now Criado with control takes off running. Criado holds that ball as Britos has Peque held out. Now picked up by Hilario. Ulloa, quick tail shot there for Britos. Man, I love the way these guys play together. Coming in. Wow, yeah. That's going to be a clean play right there. I thought they could have got Peque, but Peque's going to be clean. He's going to the goal. He's looking good. He's in the red zone. Peque Gonzalez sends it on through, and we've got a tie ball game here. What a fantastic play. I bet you they're going to say the reason they didn't blow that is because it looked like Britos saw he was going to get beat on the play. He checked up and kind of gave up that right away.
And then Peque makes a great finish here. He taps it, moves Jason Waits over, protecting that ball. Doesn't need to touch it on the near side. Lets it roll on through for the score, and we're tied up here for the second time today.
All right, now we're going to have Park Place for the offensive side of the throw, and Brito's going to win that throw and take off running right here, but Heta cuts him off. Now he takes it back to the inside of Heta. Here comes Heta Britos trying to fight off Heta and Peque. Now Britos gets it back. Oh, well done. Look at this. What a play. Oh, no. Looks like they got a foul here. Let's see. Who is going to be wrong on this play?
Well, from body language, it looks like they're calling it against Valiente. Peque, with the shrug of the shoulder, he thought he was clean.
Well, that could have been
unless they're
bit of an off-speed, or
yeah, maybe that's what he's upset about. But perhaps they're calling it fouling the second man there with Hilario following up the play. But yes, like you said, we could kind of see a bit of an uneven bump on the replay. We're privy to that drone angle replay and slow motion.
Now, we do have, because we have the full setup here, the full broadcast setup with 4 cameras and everything, the teams do have the ability to challenge. 1 challenge per game. A little bit different setup, though. In the past, we've had an instant replay official. Now the third man is the arbiter of the challenge. So if they choose to invoke their right to challenge here, it'll go to the third man instead of the instant replay official having a 4th official. but it looks like it's going to go in favor of, yeah, they're going with a penalty number 2 here, right-of-way violation against Peke. But that I can understand here why Peke's upset, because it's kind of one of those things like if the first foul doesn't happen, the second one wouldn't have happened, you know. But like you said, we have the drone angle. We could see that how uneven that ride-off was right there. So
yeah, nevertheless, I think appropriate ball placement as well for this penalty, considering the penalty 3 we saw earlier in the game.
Yeah,
and a good opportunity here for Wano to break the deadlock.
Both teams, you know, that's one thing I have to say. But I've really liked about seeing the umpiring this year here in Florida in the Wellington Polo Tour, and you know, here at NPC, is they've been moving these. They've been making the teams pay for when they foul. You know, it seems like in the past what would have been a 4 is kind of a 3 now, and you know, and so on. And I like that because it seems to cut down on the fouls quite a bit. But Park Place is going to break the tie, take back the lead right now, 5-4 the score, and that's Britos' second goal of the game. All right, back to the center. Let's see who's going to win this throw in here. Looks like, all right, keep an eye here on Britos again. He's going to get there right. There he goes. He wins that throw and takes off running right now. Wano making a run back the other direction. Juan Britos, near side, next shot towards that goal. But here comes, oh, well done. Good hook of the back shot there from Ulloa. And then Jason comes in to finish off the play, and Jason's going to drain it. Well done. Jason waits. He is going to pick up his second goal of the game. Third goal of the game. Wow.
Yeah, 2 in the first chukker. 1 here now, all 3 from the field. Great first half so far for Jason Waits. Take another look at the replay coming in. Plenty of time and room, but not feeling the pressure, I should say. Great finish there from Waits, giving Park Place another 2-goal advantage.
All right, ball's put back into play. Let's see who's going to win this one. Another Britos. Yep, right here. There he goes. Juan wins another play, another throw-in. He's going to take off right now. Wano hits this one back towards the goal. We've got a 2-goal ball game right now as it's going to be picked up and turned back around here by Criado. Criado gets challenged right there by Britos, and Peke will come up with the ball. Peke now has Ulloa come to put him in the pocket. He's going to hit the ball back up to Criado. Criado, his shot back over to the boards where it's picked up by Castagnola. Heta will pump fake, keep it to himself, as he's got Ulloa coming in here to try to put a pick on him. He's able to bust away from the man. Look at this. Gosh, I love these horses. They're amazing. So much fun to watch. Castagnola working that ball, trying to get Jason to look over the wrong shoulder. Then he'll go the other way, and he's trying to fight off Ulloa at the same time. Here comes Peke to back everybody up. Peke gets called off, though, by Criado. Criado takes it back to the left, gets hit right here by Ulloa. Great play by Ilario. What a read. And he's going to get back on a run, back the other way. Ilario keeps it to himself. Doesn't have anybody to hit to just yet. He's got Jason trying to hold out the man. Oh, look at this. He hits that ball to the right of Castagnola and then picks up his own pass on the other side of Castagnola, hits it up here for Andre Borodin, and Borodin looks like he's going to get caught for taking the ball on the wrong side here.
Yeah, heads up play by Heta to get back to this one and draw the foul. Borodin had to stay near side. As you'll see on the replay coming in, has to give up that right of way. With Heta coming down, he has a right to play that ball. So Andre has to go near side. Spot hit likely here for Valiente.
Okay. Here comes Castagnola. Looks like he was coming in hot right there. He was thinking about taking the ball. Maybe thinking, you know, since they're all changing, that the umpires were going to call play early, but they didn't. They give him a chance to set it up here.
I was almost wondering if the umpires were rushing them there. That's why he was
maybe
in, but I think perhaps you're right there, just not calling play, giving everybody a second there to get reestablished.
Here's the pass over to Criado on the right-hand side of midfield. He's going to push it, well, gets that one away from Ulloa. Not really. Ulloa's going to steal it right back away from him. I'm not sure what he's trying to do there. Here comes Ulloa to play a classic game. Hits that open back shot to Britos, who's gone right now. Britos takes it forward. Britos near side here. Moving this one back around. He's going to take the man, come back to it on the near side again. Wano, Britos looking good in the red zone. He's going to pick up a whistle right here. It looks like they're going to catch Bob impeding the right of way.
Right around the 30-second mark as well. I think the horn has yet to go. Take another look. What a great play again between Gila and Britos. You'll see Jernavis come across the line and going to impede Britos' play on that ball. Close to penalty one territory. I don't think quite close enough,
Yeah,
though.
not quite, yeah.
And just going back to that passing play, the set up, the back shot from Hilario, the trust Britos has to know that Hilo's going to go in between two Valiente jerseys, still win the play, back the ball. Britos was already turned going the other way. Fantastic teamwork.
It's so much fun to watch. Yeah, and it looks like Ulloa doesn't like what his horse is showing him right here, so he's going to go ahead and let Britos take this one.
That's one thing we'll see with this Park Place team as well, between Hilario and Wano. Just whoever's more comfortable in the given moment will take the penalty shot.
Sure. Britos rides up, hits this one right down the middle, and gives his team a 3-goal lead here. It looks like at the end of the third chukker. All right, so that's going to do it for the first half of the game. 7-4 the score right now, with Park Place in the lead. But don't count out Valiente just yet. They've still got life. There's plenty of polo left to be played. I guarantee you they're going to make some adjustments right now, and they'll come back stronger in the second half. We're going to go to commercial, and we'll see you in 5 minutes after halftime.
Well, I think to play at this level, it takes just tremendous focus, organization, and discipline. You know, you can't just show up and decide that you want to play in 18-goal tournaments. And so, again, this is something for years that we've been preparing for and just systematically building our horses, ourselves as players, the team, the way we play. Well, we've been building the team, our system, the organization, our horses. You know, I'd never been on a horse 10 years ago, so it's been, you know, a pretty fast evolution in the big scheme of things. But
Port Maca was really, built and designed to be a place where polo players can come and collaborate and join together and share in the sport of polo. Whether you're a horse trainer, a polo professional, want to play competitive polo, or just play practices, we offer it all to you.
So at Port Maca, you have sets going out in the morning, people getting their horses ready for polo, practices 4 days a week at 10:30 in the morning. You'll also see lots of people riding younger horses, trying to get those seasoned. You'll see people in the afternoons coming up to the pavilion, having lunch, hanging out.
You have the most important ingredient, which is the fields. The fields allow you to play a certain way. It opens up the game, and they certainly have incredible fields.
When you get out to Port Maca, you're just like, wow, this is beautiful. In South Florida, it's a horse heaven.
This club is one of the most welcoming, friendly, but yet competitive polo clubs.
We're all here for the love of the sport and the love of the lifestyle.
This is the most fun you can have on a horse.
We have several different levels. We play -2 to 20 goals. So if you don't have your own horse, we have club horses that you can use.
The fields here are incredible. We've got 3 great grass facilities, and in the fall and the spring we can play arena.
We do a bunch of events during the summer, and our idea behind that is to promote polo, is to, again, bring polo to the masses. And this past year, we hosted the Rocky Mountain Polo Festival.
Every single person that I've seen at practice and tournament is just having a great time.
It's a great group of people.
Everybody and anybody is welcome at the Denver Polo Club.
Welcome back, everyone, to the USPA Polo Network. We are here at halftime. Let's check out, man, look at that. What a great look from the drone. It is a packed house here at field number 4 at the National Polo Center. And we've got a bunch of people watching from home today, too. We're getting quite a few comments on Facebook and YouTube. You can go to Twitch also to watch the game, or, at uspolo.org. But yeah, great look here at both sides of the field, just totally packed house. Let's check out our first half stats here, Cody.
Solid start to this game for Park Place. You can see plenty of chances, shooting 50% from the field, as is Valiente, just half the chances. There, Park Place hasn't missed a penalty shot. We've seen Valiente go 1 for 3, from the 60-yard line. Otherwise, it's been a fairly even game. Remember, Valiente 1 goal on a handicap to start.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling now that they're a little more comfortable. Again, obviously a big hole with Adolfo Cambiaso out of the lineup today, but starting to get their groove together here with Heta. And I think we're going to see a stronger showing in the second half. But if Park Place is able to just keep their foot down, 2-time defending champion of this tournament, so they've been here before, and they know how to win games.
Absolutely, that's true. And, going back to talking about Adolfo and Heta, Heta is an amazing player in his own right. But Adolfo, what I find so incredible about Adolfo is it doesn't matter who he plays with. He always makes whoever he's playing with play at least a goal, if not more, better. Better than they are. If you're a 6-goal player and play a 6-goal player playing with Adolfo, he makes you 7.5. Heta is great in his own right, but we're not seeing that chemistry just yet between him and the other two. And it has to be the fact that he got the call last night to come in and play. They don't have a chance to practice or anything like that. But like you said, it is a bit of a hole. And Heta's a different style of player to Adolfo too. Adolfo now, especially at this point, he's staying a little bit further back in the game, kind of controlling the game from the back. Whereas Heta, I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but I feel like Heta is kind of wanting to go through more and try to make those offensive plays. And I'm not sure that Peke and Lucas have fully adjusted to that yet. They're used to Peke being the one pushing forward.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong at all, and it's not a slight against Heta. It's
no,
just
not at
the
all.
Style of play, and I think this Valiente team, as you said, used to having Adolfo in the back, really letting Peke and Criado do a lot of the work.
Offensively.
Criado having a lot of the ball on his mallet.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're seeing, Heta wants control quite a bit. And like you said, I think it's just going to take a little bit of getting used to here for Peke and Luquitas to be coming back, creating space for him.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to figure it out quickly against a really good Park Place team.
And one thing we've seen with Park Place, we've seen it with them for years, but especially it's really working well for them today. You pointed it out. We talked about, that back shot, that play with Ilario. He took the ball. He had two Valiente players right there on him, and then he hits that quick back shot, and Britos was already gone. He was already turned, expecting that shot to come, and it came. And they do such a great job. And this is something that I have to say, I really have to take my hat off to Ulloa. He makes that third player on his team really play so well. He has confidence in him. And when he has confidence, when you have I remember from when I was playing, like when you're the third guy on the team and the big dog on your team has confidence in you, expects you to make that play, you don't have an option not to in your own mind. You just, I got to do it. I'm going to do it. And that's what I'm seeing a lot here today from Jason Waits is they expect him to make those plays and he's making them because they have that confidence and he's not letting them down. And a lot of that, Cody Ellis said the same thing. I talked to him last year and to Ulloa. He said, listen, we want our third player to play well. He's not just there to be a battering ram. We're going to hit him the ball. We're going to use him. And that's what they're doing here today with Jason. And Jason's making a lot of great plays. We've seen both, plays where he's going in, he's receiving passes, but he's also coming in there, cleaning guys out, making holes. But the fact that you're seeing Ulloa not just look for Britos is really fun. He's also looking for Jason. And then if they get the opportunity to hit the ball out to Andre, they'll do it,
Absolutely. And that's been part of the success for this Park Place organization over the past few years. Like you said, they did it with Cody Ellis last season, Matt Capola 2 seasons ago. And really, you look at Cody Ellis from the start of last season to the finish of last season, probably if there was a most improved player award, the gauntlet, it goes to Cody. And it's continued on into this season, him playing in the 16 goal as well. But, back to this one here, I think we're going to see a lot more, like you said, of this teamwork passing between Wano and Hilario in this one. And with Jason Waits, the way he's playing, as you said, full of confidence. He's not trying to do too much out there today. He gets his chances and he's executing his shots.
Exactly. And at the same time, he's also, there's that play where he turned that ball very well in front of Castagnola, and then he waited and let Ulloa have it. Yeah, take it away here.
I think we have a.
So there's a quick look at Valiente and just, some awesome polo that we've been seeing happen here in South Florida.
Yeah, particularly from Peque Gonzalez here on this Valiente team. Like you said, leading the charge offensively quite often on this team.
Yeah, and look at that. He goes into that number one position in the throw. And right here, it's going to be Castagnola coming back out with that ball. Jason there to put him in the pocket. Now, he's going to go ahead, and Ulloa is going to try to take a shot at Castagnola. Heta holds that ball. He's looking for a place to go with it here, looking for picks from his teammates. He's going to catch a first pick right here. Now, Jason comes in to put in the pocket. Ulloa is going to get a little impatient here and go in there to try to make a defensive play on Heta. That's going to leave Criado behind, free, and then we're going to get a back shot here, and it's going to be a whistle on the play. So Ilario might be getting a little impatient right there. That's Jason's job, is to stop Heta right there. And Ulloa has to be careful to not do just right here, get kind of too committed and then ends up fouling the second man, right there. Good call by the umpires, I think.
Yeah, you could see Waits going for the near side back shot and Hilario just kind of creeping across the front of the line there. Almost a really good play. And like you said, I think just a bit of a lack of communication there between the two Park Place players leading to the foul here. And Heta will step up
penalty two.
For the penalty two.
Heta rides up and just hammers that ball way on into the canal, maybe even over the canal. And that's going to bring us back to a 7-5 score here. So Valiente might be making their second half comeback come alive right here at the beginning of chukker number 4. That'll be his second goal of the game, both of which come from the penalty line. A 4 and now a 2. Back to the center. All right. Andre Bourdin is going to win this throw-in right here. Well done, Andre. He hits that ball forward. Now it's going to be picked up and turned back around, though, by Peque. He'll leave it now for Castagnola. Peque takes off to the left. Heta's going to try to hit him right here, and he's going to go back to the right. Look at this. He's got to step on his man. This is what I'm talking about right here. Nicely done. Peque hits the shot towards that goal. It's knocked down by Ulloa. Ilario going to take it back around, and Jason tries to get there to lay a pick for Ilario. Ilario going to use horsepower here. He timed that perfectly to go in there and catch Peque trying to make a back shot. He gets the shot off, and then he keeps on running right here, running hard. Well done, Heta. Takes the man wide, calls Bob off, but somehow Ulloa comes up with the ball, and he's going to get whistled right here.
Yeah, something looked off on that play. Tough to tell from the first glance there who ended up being wrong. Take a look. Heta and Ulloa are together.
Right here.
And then maybe a bit of an uneven ride off it. Ulloa comes back in, lays the bump down a little ahead of the saddle, and I think that's what we're going to see here.
They're going to move it back to a center hit here, too. So enough of an uneven ride off there that the umpires felt that it warranted bringing the ball back about 60, 80 yards to center as opposed to a penalty flag from the spot.
I think that's an appropriate call. I don't think a yellow card necessary on that, but because of, the awkward way that Heta's horse kind of moved out of that bump, I think it's appropriate move one spot up to a center hit.
Here comes Castagnola. He brings the ball into play. Look at that. You can throw a blanket over 6 of the players right there. He's going to hit it one time back down, trying to get this one up there to Criado. Coming in, it's going to be Ulloa. Now Criado, open back shot, trying to set up Peque, but here comes Jason. Good read by Jason Waits. He takes it out of the danger zone. Then he's going to go to Peque here and leave that ball for Britos behind. Beautiful play there by Jason. Doing what he's supposed to do. Now, Britos is going to lay a pick here, and it's going to be Ulloa to take that ball. Britos stays with the man, stays with Heta. Then he's going to come back in and lay another pick here against Peke and let Ulloa take the ball back to the left, then back to the right. And now gets running right here after he gets some real good help from his teammates there, making those plays happen. Then he's going to hit it back to Jason coming down the middle, coming in hot. Jason's going to get there, but this one gets away from him. Peke can't get to it either, and Heta takes it further into Park Place territory. Takes it kind of into the goal mouth too. Peke is there to take out Britos though. Now Britos is going to keep it. He's just going to stay with Peke, and that means Heta, he's able to get away from Ulloa right there. Well done. Takes off back to the right and creates a lot of space for him. Now he's working his way down the right-hand side as Ulloa comes back in to put some pressure on Peke, or excuse me, on Heta. Now here comes the pick from Luquitas. Heta takes it further to the left, create a better angle for him to shoot at. He loses the ball, and here comes Jason. He's going to get there. Jason, umpire indicating the right of way is like this. Jason just wasn't quick enough to get back to that ball and get it out of there before Heta was able to get established on that right away.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay. You can see the lines kind of coming across the field, and Heta does a great job to get turned quick back on the line, or else you're right. If Jason was just quick enough, Heta might not have been able to get back to that line in time. And we're going to have a quick horse change timeout here. All may change. Hilario given permission to dismount.
First one of the day, too.
You're right there, Joby. Great to see that as well.
Right, exactly.
Well, obviously, you never want to see anybody need to take a timeout for their horse, but just in case they seems like they're taking a wrong step, you never want to take too many chances. And we're looking at two of the top organizations in polo. It's part of the reason we've only seen one horse change timeout. Such fantastic horses, and these guys, they have plenty ahead each at the field here. So it looks like a penalty 4 will be the outcome of that foul there by Jason Waits.
Another thing to point out here, I think, is incumbent on me to point out, is the fact that horse management is such a huge part of being a professional polo player. Sometimes guys get to relying on those all-made changes too much, and it kind of takes away from the game, in my opinion. What we've seen today, while we haven't seen any, too many of these horse change timeouts, is because it's a hot day, yes, but these guys they're doing their horse management is run very well. I mean, when they're having the chance the ball goes wide or something like that, they're changing quickly and getting back on the field, and they're not needing to have an all-made change declared, So I think that's a really strong point to make here when you've got these two organizations like this. Here comes a shot from Castagnola. It's going to be over the post, if not just straight wide.
Started the curve a little too soon that time.
Yeah.
Over to the left. But just to add to what you're saying as well, especially with the players on the field, these guys can change so quickly.
Oh, yeah.
It would be fun to get a stopwatch out, kind of like a pit change in F1 racing, see how fast these guys get on and off a new horse there. If you ever watch Hilario do it, it's incredible.
Yeah. That's a fantastic knock-in right here. Well done. Andre didn't quite connect. And now it's going to be Bob Jornavis open. Back shot trying to set up Criado, but it's picked up here by Britos. Heta comes in, tries to get there, but Britos gets back to it. Heta doing some poaching right here. Finally, he's going to make it work right there as Jason comes in to try to lay a bump on him. Unable to do so. Jason made a smart play to pull out of that bump. Ulloa gets it stolen right here. They're going to say that Heta tried to change the line right there, so there's not going to be a whistle on that one. And that's going to be an advantageous play here for Ulloa in Park Place. He takes off down the right. He's got Criado trying to get a bump on him here. He can't quite do it. And here's Ulloa working his way back towards that goal. He'll take his shot, but it looks like this one might have got away from him. Yeah, it does, and it's going to be over the back line wide. So we will have a knock-in here for Valiente. We've had, going back to that, the umpires will allow a maximum of 25 seconds to run off the clock between the goal being scored and the throw-in. And, most of these guys are good, are able to get their get their horses changed and then back to the throw-in before that 25 seconds expires. Right now, Peke on a breakaway run right here, taking it down the right-hand side. He's got one more player to beat. Going to try to get away from Jason. Ooh, might have been a little off speed there, but his shot looks like it's going to be good. He's going to fire it on through from about 90 yards out. What I love about Peke is he shoots from distance, and he makes it work right here. He brings his team back within one. 7-6 the score now.
Absolutely. He had the window to shoot at goal, and he fires. Take a look. It's one of those great approach shots that just keeps on rolling in.
The best kind. Beautiful, beautiful play. I wonder, Peke's grandfather is in town right now. I saw him at the Sunday feature game of the week this past week. Danielle, former 10-goal player. So I wonder if having Grandpa here gives him a little bit more confidence too. Now, Jason with that ball, going to give it over to Ulloa. Ulloa takes off running. Right now, Alario, they're seeing that 3-goal lead evaporate before their very eyes. Here comes Ulloa. He can't connect, and it's going to be Criado to come up with that ball. He'll turn it back as Jason is going to be patient here. Allow Criado to turn the ball. But then Bob comes in and lays a great pick on Jason right there. Well done, Bob Jernavis. Keeping Jason out of this play, letting Heta move uncontested down the field here as Ulloa is trying to get to him. Ulloa is outrun right here. He's going to try to get back to it. It's going to be Criado take it forward on the near side. Into a horse. Now Ulloa is going to come back up with the ball. Well done. Look at that. What a perfectly placed ball there on the near side to get back and get himself on a run. But he might be just about out of horse right here. Ulloa going back to the goal. Everybody else might be in the same boat too. Going straight to the goal. Peke trying to get to him. It's going to be Ulloa in the red zone. It's going to roll on through, and beautiful point put on the board right there by Alario Ulloa, taking advantage of that broken play from Valiente on the other side of midfield. He's able to ultimately run it on through.
Yeah, you'll see here, nobody had any horse left to catch up. Peke almost gets there to make a defensive play. Gila, what a finish, what a run. I think just about everybody went to change horses as well, with only about 30 seconds remaining here in the checker. Maybe enough time for one more throw-in, but likely not.
Yeah, looks like that's going to be it. So the ball is going to be in the umpire's hand when the warning horn sounds. That is going to end the 4th chukker of play. So right now, let's take a look at what we've got coming up ahead.
On a John Deere Z700 Series Z-Track mower, and get the job done fast. Because the day, no matter how early you rise, is a whole lot shorter than your to-do list. Nothing runs like a Deere. Run with us. Search John Deere Z700 for more.
Newbridge is a very unique club. It's not only a polo club, but it's a residential community as well.
It's a nice mix of friendly, but also elegant.
You know, and the biggest thing is it's close to town. It's a gated community, a place that has room to play, it's got room to ride, and room to live. The concept of this property is essentially to emulate what they've got in South America, and particularly in Argentina as far as country club living, with the focal point being on the sport of polo. You know, people that live here love it here.
We have a hidden gem that most people have never seen. I actually went out and saw a game and fell in love with the horses and the excitement, and frankly I've never played golf again.
4-goal, 10-goal, 14-goal, doesn't matter. It's probably the most competitive polo that I've ever played in this country.
Really, Houston has something for everyone at every level. You can be at a polo game on Sunday afternoon, see polo for your first time, and on Monday morning, be on a horse with friends in it.
Welcome back, everyone, to the USPA Polo Network. Getting ready to start the 5th chukker of play, which means we have 15 minutes of regulation time left. And here's a look at the semifinals coming up here for CV Whitney.
Yeah, we're going to have another great game tomorrow. Pilot taking on Shack Attack. Again, that will be live right here on the USPA Polo Network. And you can see 2 more heavy hitters, both teams 2-0 heading into their semifinal. And you can see there down there at the bottom, Facundo Perez averaging 9 goals per game. And all 4 Shack Attack players are shooting above 67% from the field. So it's going to be one of those things. Again, Pilot, one of the heavyweights in the Gauntlet of Polo since the inception of it. And the Shack Attack team, one of those sort of strong 4-man teams. And I'll tell you what, after, they had some troubles last year, Shack Attack. bit of a different roster this year. And
Yeah.
tell you what, they look fantastic. The horses look great. It's going to be another really competitive semifinal tomorrow. And then, of course, Toby, we have the final coming up on Sunday. The winners of both of these semis will face off for the CV Whitney Cup. And of course, Park Place wants to get there. They are the two-time defending champs, trying to make it a three-peat for the CV Whitney Cup.
All right, watch Juan Britos right here. He's going to win this throw-in right here. There he goes. Juan Britos takes off with that ball. Can't quite get back to it. He's now going to leave it here for Jason. Waits. He's going to go ahead and leave it here for Ulloa. Oh, hooks his own man. And then gets it stolen there by Criado. Uh-oh, little miscommunication there. That might be a costly mistake here for Park Place. Now Britos comes in. So does Ulloa. They're both going straight back. Here comes Jason. Take a shot at Heta. Oh, nicely done there. He fakes the hit, and he goes ahead, taps that ball forward. Britos right there with him. Britos, he's in the zone today. Look at this. Castagnola fires at the goal from distance. Oh, what a goal right there. That's a good 125-yard shot that he just slams right between the goalposts to now bring his team back within one. 8-7 now the score.
Well, shot of the day so far, Heta Castagnola. Let's take a look from the drone. From distance, he splits the uprights. And that's what we're used to seeing from Heta Castagnola. This Valiente team just not going away here as we expected, Toby, just getting stronger and stronger as this game goes on here, as Heta, Peke, and Luquitas kind of figure each other out.
All right, watch Criado here. Negro's going to win this one right here. Watch, there he goes. Negro Criado takes off with that ball. Now he loses the play, though, to Britos. Britos gets the back shot off. And now it's going to be picked up and turned back around by Castagnola. Heta takes off back to the left here. I'm waiting for him to explode out of there. Here comes Bob to lay a pick for Heta. Well done, Bob. Good play. Heta takes it back to the right. Heta's going to turn this ball further back around to the right as Ulloa comes back in to keep him in the pocket there. Now, I don't think you're going to see, well, I guess maybe you will. Here comes a shot towards the goal, and there we get a whistle on the play there. Ulloa's going to get caught. Remember, you got to be 100% on that open back shot on the right of way there in order to pick up that whistle. And right here's a good example of being 100% on the line on the right of way here for the open back shot.
And another really good read by Heta Castagnola here to pick up the line, catch Ulloa coming across to draw the foul here for his team. And Heta will go off to change horses. Well, he might get back in time to take the penalty.
Yeah.
Hey, doesn't even want Peke to tee it up.
Look at, is this my horse here? Is this Paloma? I think it might be. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. Sure is a beautiful black horse. I'll have to find out after the game. Had able to go on in and put this one away, and now we have got a tie ball game. 8 goals apiece on the board. Incredible comeback right here for the Valiente team.
So 4 goals on the day now for Heta back-to-back to get this game tied up. 3 from the penalty line and 1 from the field. Okay. Well, that 1 from the field, maybe the goal, probably the goal of the day so far.
Watch Criado. He's going to win this one again. Right here. There he goes. Criado hits a neck shot back on down where it's going to be turned back around right there by Ulloa. Ulloa shot back over here to be picked up again by Wano. Britos pounds it back down the field. Coming in. It's going to be taken right here by Criado. He hits that back shot back over here where he's going to find Heta Castagnola. Castagnola moving this one down the field. He gets past midfield. Nobody coming to him just yet. We know he's in range right now. We just saw him do it. Is he going to go for it again right here? Yes, he does. He fires that ball at the goal, trying to set up Bob. Bob comes in, and we'll get a whistle right there. Penalty 5 from the spot. Tough break there for Bob, but I love that Heta's trying to use Bob right there. Even the game's tied up, and he's going to put it in Bob's hands. That's awesome.
I think he was a little caught up between shot and pass there. He ended up slapping the pass forward to Bob, and you could see Jernavis had to come a little too far from left to right there with Ulloa on the line. Spot hit for Park Place.
Okay, Britos brings the ball into play because Ulloa is getting on a fresh horse, and that's going to be Ulloa to take off to the right-hand side here. Ulloa, he's got Andre up in the number 1 position. He's going to hit the ball to Andre and let Andre pull the team right now. Andre Borodin making a run, looking good. Andre inside the 60s, in the 40. He takes a shot at goal. What a goal. Well done. Andre Borodin breaks the tie, takes the lead, and makes the score 9-8. Well done. That's what we like to see, using all 4 players, both teams using all 4 players.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much of it from either side, but, excuse me, Borodin being left wide open in front. And listen, he's dangerous going to goal. If you leave him open, these Park Place players are going to send him the ball, and he shows you right there how effective he can be on a wide open breakaway towards goal. And now all 4 Park Place players have found the score sheet.
We got a whistle here for horse change, I think. Yeah, horse change timeout for Criado. So that'll be an all-May change.
And Jason might be back on Serena here. I know there's a
couple grays
in that Park Place barn.
But man,
at least 2.
You know, going back to what you were saying about this, you know, this is that team horse there that we saw Cody play last year, and then Matt Coppola played that mare too. And I mean, he shredded on that horse. If I'm not mistaken, that might be the horse that he won that overtime game on to get in the semifinals of CV Whitney. Do you remember that?
You might be right.
I think it was on this gray mare, because I mean, it was an incredible neck shot. Remember, he got it out of the throw and just pounded it. One thing we can say about Matt Coppola,
I know it was one of his favorites for sure from Park Place.
Yeah, but one thing we can say about Matt is he's one of those clutch players. Like when it's like you do or die time at the end of the game, he's going to make that goal every time. That's something I love about Matt. Okay. All right. So right now, keep an eye here on Peke. Peke, there he goes. He's going to win the throw-in. Takes off running right here. Peke Gonzalez making a run back towards that goal. Looking to answer that goal just put on the board by Borodin. His shot is off to the right. He's got a step on his man. He's going to go with a neck shot. Reverse style. And it's kept in play right there by Jason. Jason gets challenged, though, by Castagnola. Now Jason takes it forward. Heta might have been on the near side there. And did it go? It sure did.
Got it.
Wow. Criado.
Tough angle shot. Had to get that through some bodies as well. Yeah, you could tell from Jason Waite's reaction there. Yeah. He wasn't too happy about it. Near side back shot.
And now
threads the needle.
We've got, oh, no, not quite yet. Okay. All right. Both teams back to the center. Watch Ulloa. He's going to win this one right here. Here comes Ilario Ulloa. He's going to win the throw-in right here. Ilario turns that ball back, keeps it away from Castagnola. Ooh, kind of put that into Ulloa's, kind of swung into the back leg there a little bit. Now the ball is left, and it's going to be picked up by Peke. Peke fires one time back down for Criado. Picked off, though, by Britos. Britos he's got confidence in horsepower right here. That gets away from him, though. He's able to lay a bump there on Peke. Did he get it? Andre got the foul. Well done, Andre. Way to be there and pick up the right-of-way violation against Criado.
Keep an eye on Borodin in the yellow helmet. And yeah, he has his mallet up the whole way. He's pushing for that line. And he's going to catch Criado coming across the front.
Heck of a play by Britos to not allow Peke to get that ball picked up.
Absolutely. Never gives up on the battle. And is likely going down to a goal shot penalty. A little bit of a discussion here. So we'll wait for the official word.
Yeah, they're discussing it. They're saying crossing the right of way after the shot.
Perhaps a challenge issued by Valiente.
We'll see. I don't know. To me, that seemed like it was a pretty clear case.
To us on the replay, it looked like it.
Yeah. Let's keep an eye. Let's watch it one more time here. Going back a little bit further there. Okay. Went back a little bit too far, but that's all right. We can continue to watch this because they're still working it out. So here we go.
Yeah, we're going to see this good battle, though, between Peke and Britos here. Bit of a miss hit, but Britos stays with Andre. Peke, lays a little bump, and Andre's pushing the whole time.
I mean, it looked to me like he was coming right from the, okay, there is a challenge on the call. So good call there, Cody. There is a challenge.
Valiente players there sort of firmly holding their ground, not going down to where the penalty probably would be. That's why I was guessing that there might be a challenge here on this one.
right of way, or crossing over the right of way after the shot is the ruling on the field here. Challenge pending. We'll wait to find out once they make up their minds what's happening here. About 2:16-ish, 2:18 left to go on the clock. Like I said, to me, it looked like, yeah, they're going to go ahead, I think, and confirm this penalty. So the challenge will be declined here, and the penalty confirmed. And this will move down to a goal shot penalty by way of a number 3. Yeah.
I think a good call. I don't think there was anything really clear and obvious to change the call that the umpires made on the field.
Yeah, remember the criteria for the challenge, that there has to be 100% evidence that the ruling on the field was incorrect in order for the IRO, or in this case, the third man, to overrule the call. And in the absence of 100% evidence, the ruling on the field is going to stand. So to me, it looked like a pretty clear case there of a, right-of-way violation or falling over the right-of-way after the shot, either way you want to put it. And so Britos will hit this penalty number 3 here with a chance to break the tie and take back the lead. Wano fires up in the air, and he drains it right here. Britos picking up his 4th goal of the game now.
3 of those from the penalty line, 1 from the field, and breaking the deadlock once again here, giving Park Place the lead.
10-9 the score. Okay. Both teams back to the center here for another throw-in. Let's see. Well, we're going to get a whistle right here. Yeah, I think they're going to catch Jason here for riding into the right-of-way. He had to give up that offside play here, and it looks like he was just kind of right over the top of the ball when Peke goes to make that near side back shot.
So riding into the swing, riding into the back shot here.
Yeah, they're calling right of way violation, but I think that's they're going to make it a center hit here for Valiente. Now Valiente has lost their ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. That does give, in a super tight game like this, that gives a big weapon here for Park Place later on in this game.
Well, and you mentioned it earlier, a little bit different this year. It's the third man. We don't have an instant replay official.
Correct.
As in years past, kind of combining the old school with the new school, which I kind of like that system. And one thing we've talked about over the past couple of seasons since the challenges were put into place here is, there is some strategy going into it when you use that, because you only get one, and if you get it wrong, you don't have another one for the rest of the game.
And look at this, Ulloa out in front, breaking away, going to the goal. That one gets away from him. He's able to pick it back up on the near side. He makes the bump right here. This ball is rolling through. Well done, Peke. And then Britos tries to get to it. Doesn't seem like it's going to be able to get that ball put in between the goalposts. So we'll have a knock in here for Valiente. What a fantastic run, though. All right. Heta brings the ball back into play. Thought about going left right here. Then now he will go left, and it looks like he's going to find Lucas with some space as Ulloa is there to keep the pressure on. And here's going to be a pass back down to the right-hand side looking for Peke. Peke comes back in. He's going to go ahead and wind up and hit this ball back to the center. Here comes Jason, though, to collect the right away. The ball on his offside. He hits a tail shot back over for Britos. Lots of angle right there. Very nicely done. Picked up here, taken forward. Now, they're going to call this one against Ulloa. Let's watch this one again.
Yeah, we may have run out of time in the 5th chukker as well.
I think you're right.
So let's take a look at the replay. And if they did get Ulloa, either way, the umpires will wait and announce the call once the players come back.
Yeah, exactly. So I tell you what, we'll just go ahead. We're going to go to our commercial break. The score stands 10-9. Park Place in the lead over Valiente here in the first semifinal of the CV Whitney Cup 2023 edition. We'll be back for that final chukker of regulation in just a few moments.
I'm Kevin Schmeitz. I'm 55 years old, and I'm a perfect example of the old adage, it is never too late to try a new sport. One of the coolest things about polo is that it's a great family sport. My son Vinny started with me 4 years ago. My wife Becky joined us 3 years ago, and now we get to play tournaments together, which is one of the most awesome things to do. Polo, of any of the sports I've ever played in my life, is the most exhilarating sport in the world. In the ability to have that competitive spirit, you don't find that in any other sport at the age of 55. It's just an incredible family opportunity to come out and enjoy life. I'm 55 years old. If I can do it, trust me, you can do it.
Spokane, it's an equine mecca, really.
Historically, Spokane has been known for producing some fantastic horses.
You're a professional and you're trying to make green horses, there's opportunities for them to get started. You know, green horse chuckers, facilities, world-class field.
It's just the perfect environment to produce a well-trained, competitive polo pony.
My name is Cheryl Sick. I am the Pacific Northwest Circuit Governor. It's great because we've got a lot of teams, a lot of competition. You know, there's opportunities to get into
low goal and medium goal tournaments.
Spokane kind of offers all of those things at a very affordable price.
We are a fantastic summer location, excellent fishing, hiking, mountain biking, ATV. You can play a practice in the morning and then head to the lake and wakeboard all afternoon. All the while just being 5 minutes from downtown Spokane. Come out, bring your horses, bring your stock saddles, and we'll have a hit around.
Welcome back, everyone, to the USPA Polo Network. Getting ready to play the last chukker of regulation time here in the CV Whitney Cup semifinal number 1. Looks like we're going to go ahead and have a penalty shot here to start off this chukker. Penalty 5 from the spot. Yeah, because they were going across the field. Well, you know what? I think it's appropriate. All right, so Cody, yeah, I'm going to put you on in the hot seat right now. Yay or nay to OT? What do you say?
Ooh, tough one here, Toby. I have a feeling we're going to see some overtime today.
I like it because I'm not quite done watching polo just yet, so that sounds great. All right, here comes Heta. He's going to hit it one time at the goal. Over the back line, wide, almost taking out one of those photographers from that penalty number 5 to start off the 6 chukker play here. So we'll have a knock-in now for Park Place. Here comes Ilario. Brings the ball into play. Castagnola's going to Ilario here. He taps it forward once again. Then he can hit a short shovel pass to the left-hand side for Britos. Britos gets there, able to keep it to himself as Castagnola goes back with Britos. Oh, man. Castagnola is quick. Wow, he's quick. Look at that. Wins the play. Now turns it back around to the left. Then he winds up. He slaps the ball back towards the goal. Going to be picked up here by Ulloa. Then Britos. Britos finally getting some running room to go here down the far side of the boards. He's going to get hit right here by Criado. Criado pushes him over the boards, off the field, then hits the back shot. Then it's picked up here by Heta. Castagnola tries to release that ball back up to Peke. Peke almost able to get there, but it's going to be turned back by Ulloa. Nobody reads that play but Bob. Bob comes in to take it with him. There you go, Bob. All the way. Bob's your novice. Can't quite keep it alive, and now it's going to be Juan Britos to come up with the play. Juano with an open back shot. Oh, wow, what a play. What a read by Criado there. He saw the back shot coming for Ulloa. He's able to knock it out of the air and then fire the ball towards that goal. Can he get there? This one is over the back line wide. Woof. So, Valiente keeping the pressure on Park Place, keeping Park Place's back to the game, really.
Knocking on the door here early in the final chukker here. Unable to get through. Another knock-in here for Park Place.
All right, Ilario once again brings the ball back into play. He's going to hit it off to the right. Britos is there to collect this ball. He's going to get hit by Peke, and then Jason lays a pick for him. Now Britos gets back to the right-hand side trying to get away from Heta, but Heta's going to win the ride-off. Well, He's going to go back to it right here. Heta trying to get away from Juan Britos. Well done. He fakes taking the next shot, then turns it back to the right and catches a pick from Peke. And now Castagnola drops the ball there. Britos gets it back for the moment. And now it's going to be Jason jumps on that ball. Jason gets away. No, Heta makes the hook on him. Now Castagnola decides to run it back around underneath the horse's neck to the left. Man, he reaches back, can't quite get there. He goes. Now he gets that ball moving forward. Peke's right there with him. Stolen by nobody. It's going to be Wano, and we'll get a whistle here stopping the clock. Let's see what the umpires decide to do.
Heta Castagnola, so strong on the ball. Hand-eye coordination is insane, and he's got such quick stick speed, you can say. It makes it look like almost that mallet must weigh the same as a toothpick.
I
He's
know,
so
right?
quick with it. Obviously, that's not the case. He's just unbelievably strong, talented, so good with that mallet. Oftentimes, it looks like he's out of a play, and you just see him reach back. Somehow, he makes like a hook, steals the ball, and comes up with it.
It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable how quick the guy is.
Let's take a look right here as we wait for the call here.
Center hit for Park Place on a foul against Peke.
Peke wearing that captain's armband, having a conversation. He's not too happy about the call. I don't think that's going to change the minds of the umpires, though.
No, it normally doesn't.
And they don't have the ability to challenge anymore. They've
That's
already
right.
used their challenge in this game.
Good point.
Unsuccessfully. Umpire Apple, I think that was umpire Appleby right
that's
there.
correct.
Maybe saying, "All right, Peke, you've said enough.
That's-
Now it's time to move on, unless you'd like a yellow card."
Exactly. Okay, so Ulloa giving the impression he's going to hit this ball one time hard. Let's see if he's actually going to do that, or if he's going to pull a double reverse psych on us here and tap it. He's going to, hit a short pass to the left, take the third option that I didn't think about. And now he gives it over to Britos. Wano, Britos takes off right here, blowing past that first defender, but he hits it too far, and it's turned back by Criado. Lucas with the ball back to the boards. Jason comes in to put Heta in the pocket. Britos is there to pick up the first man out of the pack. Now, wow, look at that. It's going to be Criado to take the entire pack with him as Heta breaks back to the center and then sends the ball back past midfield, drops it down in front of Peke. Peke's got the leg on the man. He's got this one going to the goal. He's looking good. Wow, well done, Peke. What a shot. And we are back to a tie ball game, making your OT prediction look that much better.
Look at Peke change quickly, going back to what you said about horse management. All these players doing such a fabulous job today. And there you can see Peke holding off the man, Britos, giving everything he's got to try to win this battle. But Peke holds him off. And again, it's one of those, it's almost half an approach shot, half a goal shot. Peke, he's just so accurate on every shot.
All right, watch Britos. He's going to win this throw-in right here. Here he goes. Wano takes off with that ball. Britos making a run back the other way, looking to break the tie, take back the lead right here. He takes the man wide, comes back to it on the near side. Ooh, well done. Great defensive work right there from Criado to lay that bump on Britos, and the body bump too, which might have accounted for that ball going rolling off to the right of the goal.
I think you're right, Toby. It's a good example of why you never give up on any play.
Yeah.
I mean, all these guys on the field here today are all really good examples of that. Some of the hardest working players in the game. Coincidentally, a lot of my favorite players.
Me too.
You know.
Yeah. All right, unsuccessful knock in here. It's going to be picked off by Ulloa. First on the near side, he turns it back around, lets those first two Valiente players go blowing past him. Now he takes off back. He goes back to the left, creates more space for himself, can't keep it alive. Peke gets a piece of that ball, comes back to it on his near side, doesn't connect on the offside. And here comes Criado to send it back up there for Peke, and Jason waits, trying to run down the middle here to stop Peke. Peke puts some feet on the dashboard there, puts the brakes on, waiting for some help from his teammates as he is going to take the ball into the corner, trying to work this one away from the corner. Here comes Britos to put the pressure on him. Britos makes the back shot. Well done, Wano. Picked up again here by Ulloa. Ulloa avoids the... Oh, that one got away from him. Tough break there for Ilario.
So we'll have a possession play, at least here, I think.
Yeah, second possession play of the game. Well, but we do have a... The clock has stopped. 20 goals scored in less than 6 chukkers so far. Well, 19 technically, because you had one on handicap.
So we're going to have a horse change timeout, at least all made change here. It's Ulloa again given permission. quite the contrast to yesterday's Wellington Polo Tour 16-goal game at Tonkawa, finished 6-5 in overtime. And, you know, that score doesn't really paint a good picture of the game because it was a much more exciting game than that scoreline might say.
Yeah, you know, you had Tonkawa winning the game at halftime 5-2 against G Squared. G Squared comes back and beats them in overtime 6-5 off of penalty number 3. But yeah, Tonkawa did not score in the second half. They actually had, what, I think it was 12 misses in the second half.
Yeah, a ton. I mean, they played a good game other than
not being able to score goals. Yeah,
having some brutal misses. I mean, brutal luck, I should say.
Yeah.
And shout out to Juan Martin Obregon getting that game-tying goal.
Ooh.
Ice in the veins.
What a player, huh? I was telling my dad about it last night on the phone. I was like, that guy, he's a polo player now. Here we go. Heta brings the ball back into play off of this possession. He's going to hit a short shovel pass to Peke down the center. Peke looking to break the tie and take the lead for the first time today. Oh, what a goal. Peke Gonzalez. I want to talk about ice in the veins. Look at that. Castagnola hits him the perfect pass. And then Peke does not miss a beat. He puts it on through.
I wonder if we're going to start to see this play more and more, especially from the right-hand side on these possession plays. So used to seeing guys, they have the ability to score from the spot, but what a high percentage play. Just a little pass over to Peke. He's wide open, and then he's going straight towards goal there.
All right, watch Camilo Castagnola. He's going to win this throw-in right here. Here he comes. Right now. Takes it with him. Castagnola back to the inside. Now, Castagnola coming back.
I play polo all around the world, but Wyoming is one of my favorite places to be in the summer. The way we play here, you know, makes the polo really fun for everybody. These fields are amazing. I don't think you can see any field like this in the summertime. Any level of polo can be played on them.
It's just one of the better programs in the country for sure. You know, I can't think of another program that would compare to the Flying H.
It's a great country for green horses and breed. You can play greener horses, everybody's going to respect you.
This part of the world is probably the best ever for raising horses. It's all the same in building a happy, competitive polo pony.
And the weather is amazing.
It's just a beautiful country out there with no shortage of things to do. This will be the best place you're going to find for the summer, surrounded by the best people.
Everyone to the USP Polo Network. We had an injury timeout there and a foul on top of that. We're going to wait until everybody's back on the field, ready to get the game back underway. So I think they're just, I think it was Andre Bourdin went down on that play. But why don't we, we've got some top performers of the tournament we could take a look at.
Yeah, Toby, why don't we take a look at our scoring leaderboard here for the CV Whitney. As you can see, Fran Elizalde of Lafay leading the way with 21 goals. Rufino Bensadone really coming onto the scene here this year in the gauntlet, 20 goals. And here are our leaders of our remaining teams. Facundo Pires, 18 goals. Peroto Cambiaso with 16 there. And then Lucas Criado Jr. in this game, tied with Hilario Ulloa, 16 goals.
The two teams that are in this semifinal are in the 5th and 6th place of the high scores. That's kind of interesting.
Well, I think it's, partly to do with we see Hilario and Wano score a lot of goals, and then like you said, this Valiente team kind of spreads the wealth as well. Criado obviously gets a lot of done on the penalty line, but Peke scores quite a few from the
true.
field as well.
And that Lafay team is pretty much geared around Fran Elizalde, being their offensive machine. When they get the ball, it seems, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but from what I've seen, they're playing everywhere. They're playing in everything there's to play in right now. 8-6, 16, 8, 20, whatever, all of it. But they always seem to play. They want Ulloa to get the ball, and then the other guys, they just kind of try to get the ball to him and take men and give him a path to go to goal. And, I mean, why not? The guy's one of the best goal scorers in the world. So it's a strong strategy, and it seems to work for him for a lot of the time.
Absolutely. Well, and he's been playing with Robbie Bilbao now for a couple of years, and with Diaz Alberti on that team as well, they just really do a great job clearing out space for Fran Elizalde to work his magic. And, just looking back at our other semifinalists as well, you want to mention that Pilot team. If you go all the way back to the very first game of the CV Whitney, they beat Scone in overtime. Facundo Pira scored a magnificent goal. If you look at the replay, you can see the emotion, how pumped up he is. And now you look at it, if they had lost that game, there's no chance of getting to the semifinals. So such an important game going all the way back to the first game of the tournament. And again, we're going to see Pilot take on Shack Attack in tomorrow's semifinal. I believe that's a 10 a.m. start.
10 a.m. start. Now, okay, so we had a challenge on this play. Not sure if I would have challenged, but they're going to have a right-of-way plus a yellow card against Andre. And that's going to result in a penalty number 2 to go in favor of Valiente.
I think the way you have to look at it, penalty 2, if they don't challenge, Valiente likely goes up by 2 goals, which they do right here. So they might be thinking there may not be another opportunity to use the challenge, so might as well, roll the dice, maybe get lucky.
Yeah, we're down to a minute here.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I don't think there was any way that one was probably going to get reversed. So Park Place, they're going to potentially need a little help here getting the clock stopped. They're going to need 2 quick goals. Valiente, as we expected, came together in the second half here.
Sure did.
And wow, what a finish right now from this Valiente team, and 50 seconds left to get themselves into the final.
Watch Criado. Here he goes. He's going to win this throw-in right there. Criado might have just won the game right here by winning that throw-in. Hits that near side open back shot, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to get anything done here. Park Place is going to win this play right here, but it looks more and more like Valiente is going to be going to the finals of the CV Whitney. Here comes Ulloa sending it back down. Brito's trying to get up there, but it's going to be taken right here by Criado. Back shot made by Britos to set up Ulloa. We are just about out of time, though. It looks like the 30-second horn has sounded. We play out the last 30 seconds, but for all intents and purposes, this one is over. Wow, Valiente does it. They get the win. And Park Place is going home.
Incredible second half performance here from Valiente. Bob Jernavis must be incredibly happy, especially considering they did not have Adolfo Cambiaso today. Hector Casagnola filled in admirably, I must say. Made those horses look fantastic. They really started to get their groove and team chemistry working in the second half. Hopefully, Adolfo will be back Sunday. If not, I'm sure Hector will be filling in again. And again, as you said, a bit of a family emergency. We wish Adolfo and his family all the best. And here we can take a look at our final stats, Toby. Valiente, really different from our halftime breakdown. Second half, very strong showing. They got that shooting percentage up to 64%. You see just 4 misses from the field there.
And
after a couple of misses from the penalty line early, they got it dialed in. And those throw-ins, end up becoming very important.
And if you look there, fouls committed 13 against, for going against Park Place, and only 7 for Valiente. So that's another big factor right there. Like you were saying early on in the game, actually the entire game, Park Place they got 4 goal shot penalties, 2 2s and 2 3s. And then Valiente, though, they were given 4 3s, 4 4s, and then 3 2s. So all of the Valientes were goal shot penalties. And, well, anyway, congratulations to Valiente. They're going to go to the go into the finals of the CV Whitney Cup. Remember to tune back in tomorrow for the other second semifinal. We're going to have Shack Attack taking on Pilot at 10 a.m. For Cody Offen, I'm Toby Wayman. Thanks so much for tuning in to the USPA Polo Network, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for the next semifinal of the 2023 edition of the CV Whitney Cup.